All right, YouTube. This is like the fifth time I'm recording this. I did a video, I don't know, a few days ago, and I was going to post it. And then I did another one, and then another one. And I was trying to wait until my wheels came. I rambled too much, which I'm going to try not to this time. And so I just wanted to I don't know, give another update on, I just noticed something. The car and let you know where I'm at, because it's been like 5 months plus. It's crazy how time flies, but I'll show what I can show, and hopefully I don't repeat too much of last time because I don't remember what I showed you. So here goes nothing. So first things first, I'm starting to pull the stock brakes off. If you know who I am on social media, then you'll know that I already put the other side on. 94 Mark IV MKIV is where I'm basically my Instagram and my YouTube channel. That sounds so silly, like I'm involved in social media, but I'm really not. I just post a couple things here and there for the friends that I know. But here's the interior, just kind of slapped in there. That panel's just temporarily in because of the transmission not being in. I'll go ahead and put the key in if I can find it. Anyway, I'll show you the dash and the radio and all that. So I got the stew gauge cluster. They're always foggy in videos. It's just like the light somehow doesn't allow you to show it sharp. It looks all blurred out all the time. But anyway, here's the Sony head unit I got. It's really nice. Come on now, focus. There you go. I didn't think that would actually play while I'm recording, but okay. So yeah, I got that Sony head unit. I got this USB, if I hadn't showed you that already. That hooks up to the head unit. I just wanted kind of a bulkhead fitting to be able to charge my phone and use the navigation and all that. As you can see, all the buttons are white. They're replaced. And then again, all the new Stu LEDs. See there, I got what, 115,000 on the clock. But yeah, so I mean, that's what the panels look like, all repainted. They're kind of a hybrid between 97 and S1 and S2. I've said it in other videos, but they definitely look lighter on camera than they do in person. Back to the seats. I know we've talked about the seats. Oh, there's the exposure. Okay, looks zoomed in. But so you guys have seen these seats. I finally got the rears done, so now they match. I showed you the fabric that I got, and now they're just a perfect match to the fronts, which is nice. It gives it a nice OEM look, but still don't guys say that this let me pause this. I don't want to get that copyright crap going on. There I am rambling. I'm about to reset this video again. But anyway, that's that. Just wanted to show you the cluster in the interior and the new rear seats, looking all nice, matching the front seats. Okay, around to the wheels and tires. Over here, I have the Work T5R2Ps and my StopTech trophy kit. Looking really nice in there. So this is 19 by 9.5 up front, plus 38, I believe. And this is, I think, an R disc. So I have a lip and everything, and it's slightly concave, but I'm not happy with that. I'll explain that in a second. And then, of course, you have the nice meaty rear with the A disc. It's even more concave in person than this is showing. I don't know why it looks, to me, flat on video, but I got the rear StopTech, so 4-piston rear, 6 in the front. This is a 19 by 11 in the back. With Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, 305 30s in the back, 255, I think 35s. Not that anybody cares, but it doesn't matter. I believe they're 255s. But so what I'm doing is I'm actually going to, here, let me kind of zoom out so you got something to look at. So I already ordered the front wheels again, which sounds ridiculous, but I want that that concave look in the front. So after talking to work about it and going through the templates, they agreed that yes, the A disc will clear the front. I know because I already put my rear wheel in the front. So I'm a little disappointed because I asked for aggressive and they suggested this. But anyway. Granite rack, I think I showed before. I have still yet to finish it. But basically all I have to do is make sure it is clocked to where I need it. And that steering shaft right there is not bound up anywhere or fouling on anything. And then I got to drill and put a set screw into it after talking with Joel just to double check. He said, yeah, what I was thinking was right. So I can't put this on the ground and show you the nice stance because right now it is not attached. You can see right there. I haven't gone and done that. So I got a bungee cord here just holding the wheels from flopping around on the one side. So I think that's it for the moment. Of course, this is the stock wheels. Nothing special. Got my Supra mats. That looks all crazy. That was for me just kind of vacuuming some bugs that flew in here and died on her. So that looks a little weird, but yeah. Anyway, I think that's it for interior and updates. Fuel system is basically in. I don't feel like lifting the hatch. If I didn't show you that already, we got that going. I was going to wire up relays and the signal and all that and run the power wire, but the guy that's going to do my harness is very finicky and anal and wants to make sure it's all right. I don't realize my lights here. Let me turn these lights off. He's very finicky about things being perfect. So I'd rather him do the whole thing than, dig into a mess that I may have created. So let me turn this off. But yeah, I figured I'd show you one last time. It looks really nice. I guess I'll explain a little bit real quick what I did. Let me turn down the exposure. So I liked the idea of having all white, even the kilometers. Everybody does the yellow because I think factory it's yellow. I just wanted to clean it up, so Stu had a face for me there. And then same thing on the tack. I didn't want any yellow. I just wanted it all clean and white. I was even going to do white needles, but I went, you know what, screw it, blue. The little ricer boy in me wanted blue, so that's what I went with. I have, see, the other video I was going to do, here, let me just turn around and show you my mug again. But one of the other takes, I guess, one of the other times I did a video, I was explaining I may change the steering wheel. So I already changed it from the factory, I guess 4-spoke to this 3-spoke. And it looks good in the camera, and in person it does too. But there's a little bit of wear, nothing to really worry about. But I have one that looks a little more fresh and new. But you could tell it probably wasn't a, wow, I just saw a huge lightning bolt. Yeah, it's storming around here. And I'm sweating to death. Doesn't help being overweight and working in a garage with no air. But I forget what the hell I was saying. Oh, steering wheel. So I know the other one's definitely not a super steering wheel. And it's got some red stitching on the inside. The perforation and the leather doesn't quite look the same. I know this one's legit. So I may even get this one reconditioned and do like the carbon fiber steering wheel with the full circle. I know a lot of people hate that flat bottom. I think it's good in certain instances. I just think for this, I'll probably just stick with either, a factory wheel like this or, at least keep the full circle. Yeah, there's nothing really else to show you. I will say that I'm picking my engine up on Saturday. Today's Thursday, the 30th? And Brian Roach called me back. He says, hey, I got your engine. Funny thing, it was done 3 weeks ago, and somebody threw out my number that he had written down. and I didn't want to be a pest. And funny enough, it cost me 3 weeks of time because he's like, I was hoping you'd call. I was wondering when you were going to call because I didn't have your number. He even tried to call Head Games and get a hold of Dave because he knew I got my head done there, and he couldn't get a hold of Dave. But whatever. I'm picking it up Saturday, which is really exciting. That's like I've been slacking. I say it in all my videos, the whole 2 or 3 I've made on this car, and I'm hoping that's really going to motivate me, especially with these brakes and wheels. The setup just looks really good. I'll show you one more time. It's just starting to really... Oh, man, I didn't know I was zoomed in. Hopefully my freaking mug wasn't completely stuffed into the camera. Let me turn it around again. I am not a YouTuber. But yeah, engine's coming back. He basically, from the cams all the way down to the sump, is all done. I kept the valve covers because I'm debating on whether I'm going to paint them or powder coat them. It depends on if I want them to match the intercooler piping and stuff. I wanted to go slightly different. Sometimes I kind of like the natural look of all the metal. Like my intake manifold, which looks sick. It's just, bare sheet metal though. I was thinking about doing a wrinkle gray. I saw an RB, what is it, 25, 26, whatever the Skyline engine is. And I saw one that was done in a wrinkle gray, like a wrinkle charcoal. And I thought that would be cool, a little bit different than what most are doing. So if I find something that I'm happy with, I'm probably going to do like the catch can and possibly the valve covers, maybe even the housing on the turbo. Let me just stop there. I was going to go off on a tangent about turbo covers and customizing, but yeah, I think once that comes back and I get this rack finished and I can finish up the brake system and install the master cylinder, which I've showed you before. This is a Buck Performance. It's not as pretty as the Chase bays. It's a lot bigger. There's a reason for that because it's actually more functional. I don't know much about brakes, but I guess having those 2 reservoirs or whatever, you can lose one side and still have the other. That Chase bays, I think it's like all one deal. So, I wanted the Chase bays, but I figured, nah, be smart. Get the one that's more functional because I did the brake boost eliminator. People are going to hate on me for that. I got rid of the ABS. I got rid of the brake booster, power steering. It's like, what the hell are you doing? You got this nice car. It looks like you're making all the right decisions, but some of them, people are going to be upset about it. At the end of the day, it's my car. I don't give a shit, right? I'm not worried about resale value. I'm worried about what I like. So, to each their own. But I guess that's it. Again, there's really no other major updates. This car's been sitting a lot. I've just been working through the summer and waiting on parts. The turbo kit from PHR is not going to be here till sometime in September, I think. Maybe the end of August. I doubt it because they're doing everything in batches and they were backed up. For anybody interested in my manifold, what I'm doing is, I think it's a S, I forget what their common, is it S45? I'm new to all this, but what's different about mine a little bit, that it doesn't seem to be advertised, it's equal length, which should create a good sound. I know a lot of manifolds aren't equal length. It's more work and doing the math and getting the runners right. So I think it's got the billet collector, equal length, tubes, which is pretty cool, all V-band, and a single 60mm gate instead of twin gates. I wanted more of a clean, simple setup, one big gate, recirculated dump or recirculated wastegate, kind of going along with the more classy feel to the car, even now, I'm slapping a 6870 on, which isn't like huge in the world of Supras, but it's, it's not, it's going to be nice. But, and then the exhaust I have is the, come on now, the Tanabe Touring Medallion. It looks like a factory performance exhaust, which is what I like. I don't like the big can hanging out the back. I don't mind them on Supras in general. It's one of the few cars I'm like, you know what? Okay. But for mine, I want it more of a, if you can call it a sleeper. I just like the look of it. It was on there when I tried to do a BPU setup before my turbo blew. And maybe, hopefully it doesn't prove to be a big restriction, or too quiet. I know it was quiet on my stock twins. It was real quiet. So we'll see how that goes. As far as that, I think that's it. I'm gonna get off my box here and quit talking because I really got nothing else cool to show you. I was gonna run downstairs and show you my intake manifold. One of the videos I took or did, I showed you the intake manifold and the spark plug cover that I had, painted RSP as well. The Pro EFI and some goodies. They're always fun to look at. The turbo, but there's more videos I can do with that crap. Once the engine comes in and I can, mount it up in there, and that's really gonna feel like I'm getting somewhere. So I guess that's all I got to say. Until next time, I guess. If there's anything I'm missing, I feel like every time I go to do an update, I'm probably missing something that people are expecting. So just, write a comment. Say, hey, you're never talking about this. What about this? What about that? It's always the same couple of things that you're talking about. By all means, because I'm real scatterbrained. And every time I write down some notes and think I'm going to give you, a little more efficient video with more info, I end up rambling again. So again, if you care enough, if you give a shit, write some comments, ask some questions. Again, 94 Mark IV is for the Instagram, and then you'll for like Facebook, if you wanted to know who that was, I got my regular name on there, which is just James Walsh. So I'm in several of the Facebook groups. So if you see that 94 Mark IV, that's who I am. I guess that's it for now, and I'll talk to you next time. All right.